Hi everyone, my name is Ashika and today I'm actually going to design onboarding screen in this video. So let's not beat around the bush. I'm not going to design the onboarding screen entirely on AI because that's not what I'm going to do in this video. Before we actually jump into designing onboarding screens, I really want to make sure that you understand what onboarding screens are and what impact it can have on your users. Now, what exactly is onboarding screens? So onboarding screens is actually the first set of screens, which is like the introduction of your application to your users, right? What exactly your application does, what features it has, what benefit your application has. When you're making onboarding screens, make sure that you add these kind of features or benefits so that user can stick around and they want to use your application. It's like the first impression of your application on your users. So it's very important that you make this first impression outstanding. If you, for example, if you have onboarding screens which has like a lot of text or it doesn't have graphic, it doesn't explain anything, then nobody wants to go ahead and use your application. Now, the second thing is why it is important in apps. Now, onboarding screens are important because they actually help users to understand how exactly the app works, right? If you don't have the onboarding screen and there is no detail about the application, right? They don't know the features about application. So onboarding screens are for that. You have to make sure that you explain features in onboarding screens and you have to make sure that your user understand. You have to create or design that thing in certain way so that your users can get this understanding. Okay, all these things are there in this application. Okay, cool. Now I want to go to the home page and use this application. This is the kind of feeling your users should have whenever they land on onboarding screens. So this is why it is very important to add onboarding screens in the application. I'm actually going to design onboarding screen in this video and I will show you the entire flow, how I have designed it and what type of prototype I want to add in the end. So I'm actually going to create like 3 screens in here. You should have like maximum of 4 onboarding screens. You should not have more than that because your user will get bored after that because they just want to understand your application in just 3 to 4 screens, and that's more than enough. So without delaying, let's get into the process. And I have done it. This is the final design. And as you can see, this is how it looks when I play the prototype. Looks nice, right? Sometimes what happens with designers is that we sometimes don't get the copy for designs. Sometimes we don't get the copy and sometimes there's a requirement that please just show the onboarding screen or any other design, that just show it to the people because we don't have the copy right now, and we'll give you the copy after some time. So we just need the design right now, right? So in this kind of situation, what you can do is that never ever present your design with just visuals without writing any copy. You just go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, okay, just give me the copy for 3 onboarding screen. You just have to write this and it's actually gonna give you like very, very short copy. And you can actually apply that copy whenever you want to present that thing, because a lot of people do that. They just present the design with just a graphic and they say that, okay, I don't have the copy right now. You should never ever present your designs like that. It's not like you are degrading the other team, but you are actually degrading your value in your team, because you are a designer and you are responsible for showing the right work. So it's very important that meanwhile, when you don't have the copy, just add the dumb copy. Don't add like lorem ipsum. So don't do that. We have a chat GPT now. So go to chat GPT and use that accordingly. I want to explain the key elements of this onboarding screens, right? Now, the first things first, it's very important to have clear headlines. It's very important to have like short and easy headlines so that your users can actually understand whatever you are saying on onboarding screens pretty fast. Whenever you are writing like subtext below the headline, small headlines, it's very important to have sub headlines in few words only, because don't add like five, six lines or anything. It's not necessary. The most important thing in onboarding screens is your images. What kind of images you are using in onboarding screen explains everything about your application, right? Because if you don't have good visuals, nobody will understand what you are saying. And I think the thing about image or illustration is that whenever you're using that for onboarding screens or anywhere in the application or on the website or anywhere, it's also very important that you reduce the file size of that image. Don't put images in KBs just like that. Okay, if you are downloading image from some other site, just make sure that you convert that image into KBs. And you can actually do that in ChatGPT. You just have to go to ChatGPT, you just have to write this one line, for example, like, please reduce the file size of this image into KBs. Actually gonna reduce the file size into KBs and it's gonna give it to you. And when you zoom in, same, the quality remains the same. You don't have to worry about the quality. I have used other sites previously where I used to reduce the file size of the images and it was actually making my images like I was getting like blur images from those sites. So make sure that you use ChatGPT for that. If you don't know about this, please make sure that you try it, and it's doing wonders in my world. And then apply that image into your design so that it's not going to take too much time to load, right? Whenever you add CTAs in your onboarding screens, I think the initial words are like next, 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 and then the last screen says get started. Progress indicator, yes, progress indicator is very important, like those three dots which we have on the bottom. So users can see how many screens are there, so they can just click the buttons accordingly. These are the main things which I wanted to highlight. And then the other thing I would say is layout. I think it's very important to make onboarding screen layout extremely simple and extremely clean and unique. I would say I have seen onboarding screens with so many colors, and I would say I don't want to see that. Design onboarding screen in a way so that it's actually very simple and easy to understand and neat. Have a neat and clear layout. Okay, it's very important to have that. Proper spacing is also very important. Don't have everything cluttered at one place. Don't have everything flowing here and there, and have a proper spacing. For typography, I would say for the headline, you can actually use, like, if you want to highlight some words, just use bold for the headline. And for subtext, you can actually use like regular or medium. And for the color, it's very important to have clean and neat colors for the designs. Don't have like people use so many gradients and images are flowing here and there, and the text is completely miserable. I cannot even read the text. So what's the point of that kind of onboarding screens, right? What kind of visuals you add, that is very, very important in onboarding screens. Make it in a creative way, add some animations, add some amazing prototype to it. Make it interactive so that users want to see it. Users don't have time, because people don't have time to waste it in certain ways. So that make sure that you don't do this mistake. Focus should be on the features. Please make sure that you explain your features with the graphics. It is very important to add skip option in the initial screens. If they don't want to read the entire thing, they can just skip it. It's okay if you don't add the skip button, because it's anyway the last screen. Of course, AI is doing a lot of things right now, but you should make sure that what you actually want to do from AI, you should not entirely depend on AI, right? AI can actually do initial work for you. Rest, you have to do it on your own. You can do that, of course. You can do a lot of things with AI, but make sure that you know how to use it. You know how to get results out of it. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.